Proposition 65, Carryout Bags, Charges, Initiative Statute. Plain language, requires stores to give money earned from selling carryout bags to environmental programs. Long story short, for the purposes of this proposition, we must assume that there are two kinds of plastic carryout bags available at stores: single-use plastic bags and reusable plastic bags. In efforts to save the environment, many cities and counties have adopted local laws restricting or banning single-use carryout bags at grocery stores, convenience stores, pharmacies, and liquor stores. They usually require the store to charge at least 10 cents for the sale of any carryout bag, and the stores are allowed to keep the resulting revenue. As of June 2016, there were plastic bag laws in 150 cities and counties. In 2014, the legislature passed SB 2070, which bans single-use plastic bags and requires stores to charge customers at least 10 cents for any carryout bag that it provides at checkout, with exceptions for certain low-income customers. The stores are allowed to keep the money and apply it to the cost of providing the bags, complying with the law, or educational efforts to encourage the use of reusable bags. Prop 65 would only apply to cities and counties that don't already have plastic bag laws. Prop 65 requires that any time the state requires the stores to charge for plastic bags, the resulting revenue must be deposited into the new Environmental Protection and Enhancement Fund. Stores could no longer keep that money. The fund would support grants for programs that supported environmental projects like drought relief, recycling, clean drinking water, parks and beaches, wildlife habitats, litter removal, as well as the administration and audits related to the spending of this money. Prop 65 also allows cities and counties that already have plastic bag laws to require stores to give the plastic bag money they collect to this Environmental Protection and Enhancement Fund as well. Challenge round. Uh-oh, we have a challenge here. This election, Prop 67, which we'll talk about later, poses a challenge to the statewide plastic bag law. If Prop 67 passes, the statewide plastic bag law we discussed earlier will go into effect. If it fails, then it will not, and this proposition goes dormant because there would be no plastic bag fee money to direct towards these environmental projects. Since Prop 65 and Prop 67 conflict a little, the outcomes of the plastic bag situation will depend on which of these two laws passes, and if they both pass, which one gets more votes. To simplify the situation, think of it this way. Prop 67 imposes a statewide plastic bag law. Prop 65 only dictates where the plastic bag fee money must go, which is to the new Environmental Protection and Enhancement Fund. Fiscal impact. The fiscal impact is dependent upon what happens with both Prop 65 and Prop 67. The legislative analyst created an uber helpful quadrant thingy that will save the day here. If both Prop 65 and Prop 67 pass, then whichever gets the most votes wins. If Prop 65 gets more votes, then there will be a statewide plastic bag law, and the money will go to the Environmental Protection and Enhancement Fund. If Prop 67 gets more votes, there will still be a statewide plastic bag law, but the stores would get to keep the extra plastic bag fee revenue. If Prop 65 passes but Prop 67 fails, then nothing changes, for now. But if there is ever a statewide plastic bag law in the future, then it would trigger Prop 65 and the revenue from the bags will go to the Environmental Protection and Enhancement Fund. If Prop 65 fails but Prop 67 passes, then there will be a statewide law requiring that stores charge for plastic bags, but the stores will get to keep the extra plastic bag fee revenue. If both Prop 65 and Prop 67 fail, nothing changes. No statewide plastic bag law, period. From Yes on Prop 65. Stop the bag tax deal. Help the environment. The big grocery store chains and retailers gave big campaign contributions to legislators over the past 7 years, and the legislature rewarded them with $300 million in new profits, all on the backs of shoppers. It's a money grab. Grocery stores stand to gain up to $300 million in added profits each year from hard-working California shoppers just trying to make ends meet. We need Prop 65 to keep grocery stores from keeping all the money they collected from carryout bags instead of helping the environment. You can do what legislators should have done. Dedicate these bag fees to environmental projects like drought relief, beach cleanup, and litter removal. From No on Prop 65. The San Jose Mercury News called Prop 65 a tricky strategy that deserves consideration as one of the most disingenuous ballot measures in state history. Bags aren't free. They cost your local grocer up to 15 cents each. The state's nonpartisan analysis projects that the total revenue from Prop 65 is in the range of 0 to at best $80 million. But if voters don't approve Prop 67, it will be 0. The out-of-state plastic bag manufacturers behind Prop 65 are spending millions of dollars to persuade voters to oppose Prop 67. Confused? That's the plastic industry's plan. If you care about reducing harmful plastic bag pollution and protecting wildlife and standing up to out-of-state plastic bag industries, vote yes on Prop 67, not on this measure. Prop 67 will continue efforts to keep wasteful plastic shopping bags out of our parks, trees, neighborhoods, and treasured open spaces. Prop 65 is not worth your vote. Prop 65 is without real significance. It would just direct funding from the sale of paper bags, still an option under the plastic bag ban, to the new state fund. The money for this fund is a drop in the bucket and will shrink over time as people adjust to bringing reusable bags. I'm going to vote no on this environmental tax, but I'll explain why when we get to Prop 67. If you vote yes on Prop 65, you are voting to take the revenue generated from any carryout bag sales at stores and give it to the Environmental Protection and Enhancement Fund. If you vote no on Prop 65, there will not be any specific direction about where the plastic bag fee revenue will go, and so the stores will keep it. The Daryl Johnson Show says no on Prop 65.